Welcome to the Unwavering Thoughts of a Wandering Mind, Episode 3, where we discuss important topics for personal growth and well being. Today, we're talking about how to stop seeing someone as the devil and instead work towards reconciliation. Before we dive into the topic, I want to make it sure or I want to make it clear that I am not an expert in this field. This is just based on my personal opinion and based on my experiences. You should always seek professional advice if you need it. This is going to be heavy, so let's get started. When we've been hurt by someone, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeing them as the devil. We demonize them and blame them for everything that went wrong. This kind of thinking is not only unproductive but also holds us back from healing and growth. The first step towards reconciliation is to acknowledge and validate your feelings. It's okay to be hurt and angry. Really, it's okay. It is human to be hurt, and it is also very human to be angry. But it's also important to recognize that these emotions are not all consuming, and in time, they will eventually pass. The next step is to practice empathy. Try to understand the other person's perspective and what led them to hurt you. This doesn't mean that you have to excuse their behavior. No. Something happened, and this does not excuse them. But it can help you gain a better understanding of the situation. Once you practice empathy, it's time to take personal responsibility of your part in the situation. Yeah, you have to understand that you also had a part why the situation happened. In a sense, you have to acknowledge your role in the conflict and what you could have done differently. This step is essential for moving forward and finding a path towards reconciliation. Now, let's talk about the Ho'oponopono practice. This is a traditional Hawaiian ritual for reconciliation and forgiveness. The practice involves repeating four phrases, which I believe are the four best words or four best phrases or sentences that God gave to us. Number one, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. And I love you. These phrases help to release negative emotions and promote healing and forgiveness. You can practice Ho'oponopono alone or with the person you're trying to reconcile with. The process involves acknowledging the harm has been done, apologizing, expressing gratitude, and affirming your love for the person. So, let's do this. It's either you heal yourself or you mention the name of the person. But for mine, I will just do it for me. Dear self. Okay? So, put your hands on your chest, both hands. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. You can say it aloud or you can say it silently. Dear self, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. And I love you. Take a deep breath. Release. Dear self, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. And I love you. Dear self, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. And I love you. Now, if you need a moment, take a deep breath. Second, deep breath. Release. And the third one, inhale. And as you release, you open your eyes. I know some of you would feel good. Some of you doesn't feel anything. Some people do it 3 times. Some people do it 8 times. But I do it 108 times every single day. Remember, reconciliation is a journey. It may not happen overnight. It requires patience, compassion, and most of all, an open mind. But with practice and dedication, you can heal your relationships and ultimately find peace. That's all for today's episode of the Unwavering Thoughts of a Wandering Mind. We are already in episode 3. And I'm sorry I still don't have that dun 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 dun. Uh, Hopefully in the next episode we will have. And I do hope this discussion has been helpful to you. And remember to always seek professional help if you need it. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you next time.